Hello friend, my name is Zasindra and today I'm going to continue playing for you Dragon Age Origins. Now, last time we got to Lothering and we explored the town and picked up some quests. So now we are going to actually go do said quests, and also we're going to go take a look at the Chantry and see if there's any quests in there because I didn't do that last time.
I've got a cousin in the Templars. He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Callanhard are all turning into demons.
They always say that, though.
Well, this time it's true. They're not sure what to do about it yet, he says.
What's
That's
to
not
do?
good.
I thought you killed them.
Easier said than done. Mages pick a fine time to go turning into demons, I tell you.
Well, it's not like they're trying to.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
My companions are not getting along.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humbled. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Okay, so one thing that I forgot to mention, would you be quiet, is that Leliana is not actually just a sister of the Chantry. She is also a bard, which means a lot more than it lets on. Let's see, can she carry that? I mean, she can wear all of these. So this one's 5.10 armor. This one's 3.9. 205. 205. Let's go over the studded one, because why not? And some gloves. Here, take gloves. So she's actually very skilled at fighting and whatnot, and she can pick locks, which is one of the things that we've been needing for a while. So we've got our lock picker. Anyways, let's talk to the revered mother.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
What type is it acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Very well, 30 silver it is.
Thank you, dear woman. What can I do for you, then?
I am a Grey Warden. I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh, dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
So I've heard, but it is Loghain who betrayed the king.
Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else?
Can you provide any help to the Grey Wardens at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry.
Okay.
Now, if there is nothing else?
Perhaps I should go.
May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Fine. I was hoping she... Well, Leliana approves. Actually, if I ask her for the blessing, would it work?
Yes. What can I do for you now?
I was hoping to receive your blessing.
For a Grey Warden? Yes. You have a difficult road to walk, don't you?
Meh.
In
Morgan would
Andraste's
disapprove.
name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over her path, O Maker. Give her light in darkness.
Thanks.
So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else,
I mean, we already stole Sten, so...
may the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
There, Liliana approves. Oh! She didn't approve. Disapprove.
I'm wondering, Morgan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
Hello, bunch of refugees.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden.
Right.
I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies.
Ah.
Attack!
I'm sorry I have to kill you then. I'm just gonna keep doing Tempest
Enemies
because
ahead.
seriously. Well, on the bright side, it takes care of some refugees, doesn't it? It's unfortunate that it had to be this way.
Of course.
End this! Another battle, I see. You will learn to fear me.
The battle is
finished.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You started it. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just looking for bandits, okay? Actually, hey, let's talk to Liliana. We haven't yet, so...
Yes.
What do you know of this place?
Lothering. I think it started as a settlement by the river, and then grew when it became the place where two roads met. There are always people in Lothering, but many are just passing through.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending? How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry.
That's
But
true.
there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Alright. Oh, that didn't give me any approval? Fine. Well, let's go find some
Enemies
people
ahead.
to kill. Where? There. It's like, where ahead? They weren't ahead. I'll show you ahead when I take it off of them.
Oh! Ha!
Boop, ba-doop, boop. Wait till the puppies get here. Okay, cool. Murder, murder, murder,
what will be done.
You smell great.
Yes.
Is that death you're wearing? It really suits you.
Begin the onslaught.
I always liked that one.
Die quickly.
Is that death you're wearing? Although it sounds better when it's with
Let us end this quickly.
the dark spawn.
Free while you can.
Oh. Who? Pew. I was trying to say pew and boob at the same time, and I ended up saying boob. Or poop. Which is just wonderful. Good job, Sin. Yay, we received money. And more money, probably. Yeah, oh, hey, a longbow. That is technically more money, because we're gonna probably sell it. So let's see. I want... no, wait. Leliana's the one that knows how to make poison. How do I make poison? Toxin extract, which means I have to go kill spiders, probably. So, let's go find some spiders. I think they're on this side by the caves. Oh, hey, look, more bandits. Let's go kill them first. With lightning, because I love lightning.
Ooh.
Okay. Then I flee. Or not.
I tried to be merciful.
No, I doubt that, Liliana. I really do. Interestingly, when we get up here, it says landmark tree. So let's find out what that's about. A distinctive landmark, but otherwise unremarkable at this time. Okay. Aha! Here are the spiders. I found them. Oh, so he wants 3 flasks of venom. So, let's go to Liliana, who knows how to make poison, and get 3 flasks. So, 1, 2, 3. And we will be able to deliver that to him later. What was the other one that... 3 lesser health poultices for her. And I know how to do that. So how many health poultices do we have anyway? We need 3 lesser ones. We have 14, so that's fine. We can make that. Let me see about... There we go. So, wow, we can make a lot, but we're gonna just make 3, so that when we get back to it, we will have the poultices for her use. Why do they have bones? I thought spiders just had the exoskeleton, but never mind, I don't know anything. It's fine. All I know about spiders is that I'm scared of them, and they should be kept away from me. Yep. Okay, now more fighting! So, let's see what the bandit leader had on him.
As you say.
Ooh! We have a Canary hat, some chainmail stuff, and a greatsword. That will be great for Sten when we need him. Ooh, and they have a stash of stuff, which I'm sure Liliana will open kindly for us. Let's see, you. Open this chest. Oh, it's just got a leather helmet in it. Great, wonderful. Well, let's run back and tell everybody the good news about all the quests that we've beaten. Or completed, not beaten. You can't really beat a quest for this, unless it's... I mean, we beat up the bandits, but that's not really the quest itself. Alright, you.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Yes. Yes, I did.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Thank you. Cool, we got 50 silver for that. Where's the other guy? There's the one in the inn, and then... Oh, the chanter. It's the chanter. It's like, who wanted the bandits killed? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody wanted the bandits killed at some point in their lives here. Hello.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Yeah. Yay, what does the achievement Pilgrim mean? Player profile. Pilgrim. This was Tinkerer, which was crafting things. Lockpicker. Nimble, which was disabling traps. Persuasive. Pilgrim. Completed a Chanter's Board quest. Oh, okay. Look, there's more quests. So when bears attack, on the behalf of Thed the farmer and his departed son, I inscribe dismissive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood, to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Enith. For they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace to Thed's family. As chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this, the Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost. May his light bathe us all, which I will accept. Alas, keepsake. A thanks to all villagers who've opened their barns and crossed to the refugees of these dark tides. The Chantry regularly hears praise from our visitors, and your virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there's a lone boy in the village whose mother, good wife Sarah, is missing. As she has been missing for the better part of a week, as of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her with passing. She is a lady of middle years with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveler or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects on her remains. In later years, the boy will be thankful to have such a keepsake to remember his brave mother by. The office of the chanter will compensate this kindness with the sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze upon us all. So, the boy that we helped, that's probably his mom. And, yeah. Let's go to do that before we go back to the inn. These are not bears, these are wolves. So I guess this is not what we were looking for, but there is a quest marker. What does this say? Corpse. You found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered her keepsake. Rest in pieces. Ah, bears. Bears with rage. I can get behind that. Or in front of it. Alrighty, let's talk to him about the things that we did. Leliana, please get out of the way.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Cool.
And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
You're welcome. Alright, dude, I've got your poison.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I have what you asked for.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Here, there's enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
How much gold is that? That's not even gold, it's 75 silvers! You gave me no gold, you prick.
Away with you, foul creatures! Leave us alone!
I will protect you.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and
Bodon.
entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Hi, Sandal.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
It's a blood mage. With a sealed letter. New Codex Maleficarum regrets. I won't go back, let them hunt and dread finding me, but you, Melis, should not live this life. If It would please me if you found life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cash is in the study area, middle alcove. Goodbye, Belgrus. Which study area? There's like 50 of them. Alright, let's go to our party camp then. Shall we? Oh, we're having a nightmare again. Here's our camp.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seems so real.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon, is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
No, I was going to put down camp. Oh, okay. New quest enchantment. New quest Soldier's Peak. New quest a King's Confidant. What is that? King's Confidant. There are rumors of fellow survivors of Ostagar had escaped from the prisons and is seeking aid of the Grey Wardens. Okay. We'll deal with that later. Party camp, enchantment. Talk to Bodan and Sandal. Okay. I like Bodan and Sandal, so it's fine. Enchantment.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service, once again.
Hello.
I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Yes. You're free to stay, just mind yourself. Or have you been following us?
I can see why you might be suspicious, being a Grey Warden and all. Were I in your shoes, I would feel the same way. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
You're free to stay.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Alright. Sandal.
Hello.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
So, now that we're in the party camp, we can dress everybody up through our inventory, which is very useful because everybody is in it. And then sell everything that we don't need to Bodan over there. And we can also talk to all of our party members. So let's talk to Sten, since we haven't actually talked to him yet.
Why are we stopping?
we're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
You said you were in the army?
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
Well, so you must know your way around a battlefield then.
Some of them. They aren't all alike.
Let's see. Never mind, let's keep moving.
As you wish.
I don't want to say that are you always this bad at answering questions, because then he'll get offended. Let's talk to Gerald.
Oh, why, you little...
What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Bad dog, that's not... no. Good boy. Teach that silly Alistair a lesson.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Don't give me negative points. Okay, good. Good boy. Good boy, Gerald. Let's talk to Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
So how'd you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Haha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere.
It's probably
I'll always
true.
be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry. He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Yay. Let's talk to Liliana. Just talk to
Yes?
people. Hi. I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
That vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the blight.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
That's right. the chantry says. I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Yes, there is. Let me just talk to Morrigan, and we will be on our way, I suppose. Why Morrigan camps out over here by herself, I still have no idea.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
No, I don't want... Do you want to leave?
If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do not ask such pointless questions.
Ah, she's probably mad at me. Oh, -10. Jesus, Morgan.
What do you wish of me?
I'll ask you something else.
If you must.
Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I've heard a little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Yes, I've heard this part. Not true then? Yes, I've heard this part.
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Seems a fair deal.
Aye, it was. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement in the first place. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she spoke to spirits or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which, she never invaded or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
An interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious, nevertheless.
I love her. What else do you want to know?
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Alrighty. Yay, we got some of those points back. Oh my god. Anyway, so yes, next time we will continue on our quest and decide where we're going to go first. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I love you. Bye-bye.